After the controversy at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix at the end of the 2021 season, the FIA conducted a full investigation into the matter and decided that they would make some changes for the 2022 season. This included mainly the removal of Michael Masi as race director due to his human error in the finale of 2021, and several race directors would be put into place to make sure nothing like that happens again. However, this season there have been several incidents that many teams and drivers have been very upset over, some of which of course would be biased towards their teams. But what happened in Japan was a disgrace, and clearly shows that the FIA made many mistakes and has not learned from the past. What exactly did happen in Japan? But what other mistakes have been made this season by the FIA? Well, let's take a look. Right, so Japan was a huge mistake that the FIA made, which gave people many flashbacks to 2014, when Jules Bianchi had an accident, in which he lost his life at the exact same racetrack. Now what happened was Carlos Sainz had a crash, which caused the safety car to come out. With Sainz's crash, debris was flown onto the track, which Pierre Gasly collected, which meant he had to box for a brand new front wing. Now when the safety car comes out, the drivers have to lower their pace and follow the delta that's on their steering wheel, as we all know. Gasly, having lost a lot of time in the pits changing his tires and front wing, had to catch up to the rest of the pack, who were behind the safety car, but were very far ahead of Gasly. Gasly followed his delta, and he got to the scene of the Sainz accident when he saw a tractor on track trying to receive the Ferrari. Gasly had no idea that this was happening, and he could not see him due to the visibility of the driver with the rain. Gasly would speed past the tractor, and would later be extremely annoyed on the radio. Gasly was not told by his team that a tractor was on track at the time, and this really annoyed Gasly, as his friend Jules Bianchi died after going off and getting stuck underneath a tractor at Suzuka. Now the FIA would call Gasly to the steward's room after the race, much to the annoyance of the fans, and of course Gasly himself was hit with penalty points, and 20 seconds added onto his race time. Many people took to social media to express their dissatisfaction with the FIA and what decisions they had made. Many people are still questioning why on earth would the FIA put a tractor on the track in wet conditions, whereas we saw with Gasly could have easily gone off and hit the tractor. This all whilst being at the exact same track where young Jules lost his life in wet conditions too. It was honestly horrible to see, and especially for Jules' family. What do you think about the FIA and what their decision was to bring out a tractor with drivers going around at such high speeds on a soaking wet track? Do the FIA need to make another change to the rules and the people in charge? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Now on to an issue that's still ongoing as we speak, and that is the FIA's handling of the cost cap drama between themselves and Red Bull. We know that Red Bull had a minor breach of the cost cap, and this meant that they went 5% over the original cap in 2021. Now, the rules do not state specifically what the exact punishments may be, and this means that the FIA can decide to give whatever penalty they want. This is very much to the anger of the teams who believe that the 2021 results should maybe change, and some believe that Red Bull should be punished in the future, such as by reduced wind tunnel time in 2023. Of course, with all these potential punishments that Red Bull may face, there is a question about if there should be some set punishments, and not just a list that the FIA can pick and choose from for each team. A lot of teams believe that the FIA should go hard on Red Bull, as it's the first ever breach of the cost cap in Formula 1. But whatever the FIA chooses to do, there of course will be a lot of drama surrounding it, as not all the teams will be pleased. Overall, looking back on this season so far, the FIA has been far from perfect, and there clearly are some changes that need to happen, so that for 2023, there are no more major mistakes like the ones we've discussed. The mistakes have somehow been much worse than some made in 2021, and the so-called improved FIA seems to not be working. It is clearly something that the teams have been upset with, and they've been very vocal in the media around this. But if you were the FIA, what changes would you make? Thank you for watching this video, and make sure to like and subscribe for more awesome Formula 1 content.